Welcome back, this is Dreddeus with another episode of the LA Rams franchise. This episode will be a full off-season episode. We're going to be taking care of everything, starting with staff week, re-signing players, free agency signings, the draft, and then heading into the new season. First things first, let's start with the season recap. The Super Bowl was played between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons, with the Chiefs winning that quite clearly. Nick Bolton was the Super Bowl MVP, their mid linebacker. Overall, NFL MVP was Patrick Mahomes. Coach of the Year, Arthur Smith for the Falcons, quite obviously for leading the three times NFC champions to the Super Bowl. Offensive Player of the Year was Patrick Mahomes. Brian Burns was the Defensive Player of the Year. Desmond Ridder, the quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons, who was drafted in 2022, is the Offensive Rookie. Makes sense, he was quite possibly the quarterback leading them to the Super Bowl. And finally, Kayvon Thibodeau, the Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Giants. Next up, we will be taking a look at the staff. I will not be changing too much here, but I wanted to look if I would be able to find Sean McVay in here and get him to... here he is. All right. So let's get Sean McVay in as an offensive coordinator. Of course, as offensive coordinator, he has no talents, which he would have otherwise. I just like having him in here for a bit of realism's sake. Maybe see him on the sidelines again. That's always fun. Okay, I will not be upgrading right now. I want to collect a bit more points. I need 55 points in total to increase the head coach, so that we can get all players switched to scheme fit in training. Okay, upgrading players, I'm going to take care of that later on. We're done now. Let's head into the re-signing players period. Player negotiation time. We are looking at not too many players, but one or two crucial players are in there actually, like a Sean Robinson and Breece Hall. So let's look to get these contracts done. Breece Hall, definitely one for the future here. I want to keep him around. So yeah, we're just going to push that salary up a little bit. Just want to make sure that he stays with us. And he does. The good thing about him is that right now he's my fullback. He's developing there. If I feel like I want to put him at halfback, I can do that at any time. So he's a great alternative right there. Darian Kendrick, I want to hold on to him. He is a draft pick. Gonna give him 5 years. Slight increase here. Not that expensive right now, but he will be developing nicely over the next 5 years. Sean Robinson, my starter at left edge. I do want to keep him around. I'm gonna give him maybe a 3-year deal. Just increase that a little bit. Exactly. All right, great. So we re-signed Sean Robinson. Next up, Grant Haley. I do want to keep him around. He's a backup, of course, but at the moment, but he might improve to become a starter one day. We'll take a look at that shortly. Michael Hucht is a backup at left edge. He's the backup for Sean Robinson, obviously. 24, 66 overall. Yeah, I'm going to give him a 1-year contract. Let's see how far he can develop. Marquise Copeland, same thing. I just need a backup for Aaron Donald. 1-year contract extension, that doesn't hurt. John Wolford, not going to be re-signing him. He's 26 years old, 60 overall. Too expensive. Jeremiah Colon, he's not expensive, but I don't see the point in keeping a 57 rated player around at the moment. Michael Dieter, we just signed him from free agency. I feel like we can get something similar or better for less. Chandler Brewer, 25 years old, 56. Same thing as Jeremiah Colon, not really seeing the price tag there. Okay, so no offers for you, and we've re-signed Marquise Copeland, Michael Hucht, Grant Haley, Ashawn Robinson, Darian Kendrick, and of course Breece Hall. All right, free agency week 1. My aim will be to take a look at the free agency later, but first off, I want to clear cap space and increase our draft capital. Matt Stafford is my starting quarterback. He is declining slightly. He still has the star def, but he has gone back in throw power quite badly actually, and throw accuracy short as well. So we need a replacement, a backup QB. That could be the QB1 in the future. So no change here. Halfback at the moment, looking at Cam Akers as my starter. He will be pushing into the 90s in the coming season. He's just so good, so productive. And Darrell Henderson behind him, such a great backup at 81. And Karen Williams developing very nicely. I will be switching Henderson and Williams over the course of the season to give them ample experience. Raymond Calais, I don't see the point in keeping him around. I don't really need him. I will be trading him away. Yeah, done deal. Raymond Calais to the Bengals. We receive draft pick 184. Next up, fullbacks. Gonna keep Breece Hall, of course. He's very valuable to the team. Wide receivers. All right, we can do something here. I want to keep Ben Skowronek, Alex Bachman, and Austin Mack. These two I want to get rid of. They are quite expensive and actually not that great. All right, deal is done. We're sending Mack and Bachman to the Cardinals. We are receiving 2 7th-round picks, 1 this year, 1 next year. All right, that has cleaned up our wide receiver core a little bit. Skowronek, really like him for what he did in the 2021 season. Brandon Powell and Tutu Atwell. So Atwell will be remaining where he is right now. I'm still on the fence about Brandon Powell. He is a fan favorite, so I'm going to stick with him. Let's see what happens right there. Tyler Higbee, my starting tight end, will stay there as it is. Bryson Hopkins, the backup. Jacob Harris as well. I'll give Jacob Harris another year to develop and see what happens. If he doesn't really go up that much, I will be trading him. Left tackle, Jonah Williams and Joe Noteboom. I'm happy with this setup, looking good. Left guard, David Edwards. We let go of Cologne here, so we need a backup here. At center, we've got Brian Allen as my starter and Coleman Shelton. No way that I'm going to be keeping him. Here we will be releasing him. 0 cap space freed here, but there's just no use in keeping him. Right guard, we've got 3 here, and I like Bobby Evans Jr. I'm not going to be replacing Logan Bruss here, so what I'll be doing is I'm going to be switching Bobby Evans to left guard. Okay, so we switched Bobby Evans Jr. to left guard. He's now the backup for David Edwards. That's a setup I can work with, and giving Bobby Evans time to improve. Center, yeah, we already covered that. Right guard is now Logan Bruss behind Robert Hunt. Rob Havenstein at right tackle. I'm not crazy about this. I've got to look at free agency and then maybe look at the draft if we find a backup here. He is declining as we speak, so definitely something that we need to act upon quite quickly. Left edge, we got a Sean Robinson behind him, Michael Hecht. That's a setup I can work with. Right edge, Aaron Donald still in there, still superstar X Factor. And Marquise Copeland, his backup. D tackle, we've got Greg Gaines, we've got Bobby Brown III, and Jonah Williams. Jonah Williams is one that I will be trading away. We're sending Jonah Williams, the D tackle, to the Bengals, receiving 7th-round pick, 221. Left outside linebacker, Leonard Floyd, Justin Hollins, and Terrell Lewis. Gonna keep it that way. I want to see what happens with Leonard Floyd. He is still on the better side of 30. He's 77 overall. He's a good starter. We've got Justin Hollins behind him and Terrell Lewis, of course. But there's a chance that I will be replacing Leonard Floyd with Justin Hollins in the foreseeable future. So yeah, that's that for that position. Mid linebacker Bobby Wagner. He went down to superstar, and He has declined quite a bit here. As you can see, he lost his superstar X Factor. He's still in the top 10 mid linebackers, so of course I'm going to keep him. He still has a lot of value for the team. We'll just have to keep an eye on his declining. Ernest Jones, super happy with him. Travin Howard, gonna keep him. Christian Roseboom, 59, that's a no-go. And yeah, off we go. Goodbye, Christian Roseboom. Right outside linebacker, we've got Anthony Hines, we've got Quincy Williams, and we've got Daniel Hardy. To be honest, I like Quincy Williams in here way more than I like Daniel Hardy. I'm gonna hold on to him for the moment. Let's see if he can improve. He is a scheme fit. He has 1 year and he won't hurt anybody on the practice squad. Corner core. We have quite a large cornerback room here. As you can see, there were quite a few draft picks in here. Jacoby Durant, Tyler Hall, Darian Kendrick, Russ Yeast, of course. We have the starters, Jalen Ramsey and David Long Jr. Behind them, there's Grant Haley. And then we've got Russ Yeast, Robert Rochelle, Darian Kendrick already pretty okay from the overall, nearing at least a backup starter overalls. But yeah, Madre Harper, not really feeling it. Same goes for Jacoby Durant. These two I will be trading right now. Yeah, done deal. Madre Harper, Jacoby Durant to the Colts. We are getting pick 219. All right, that's a cornerback room. Still a bit on the fence about Robert Rochelle, for instance. Looking at Darian Kendrick, he is way better in some areas, but still behind him. But the age is okay. I'm not gonna stress about that. Free safety, that's quite deep actually for that position. We've got Terrell Burgess here, who I feel like will be taking over after this year or in this year. Quentin Lake has improved very nicely. He's now a 71 overall. Jake Gervais, yeah, I will be letting go of him. Gonna get some some cap space back here, 70-80K. So that's not too bad, actually. Okay, strong safety, Jordan Fuller, my starter. Of course, my backup is Nick Scott. Then we've got Antoine Brooks Jr. Yeah. 24 years old, 70 overall. He's actually a bit better looking in comparison to Nick Scott here. So I doubt, I'm not quite sure what to do with him. I like him on the field. I like him in real life, but in here, Antoine Brooks is just looking a bit, to have a bit more potential. Of course, he is lower ranked, but yeah, in comparison, it's only 3 overall lower, and yeah, but I'm gonna stick with that for the moment. No need to change anything here. The kicker is Matt Gay. Punter is Riley Dixon. He's okay-ish. If I can get a better punter, I will be going for that, of course. These are all of the draft picks that we have this year. You can see that we've got quite a few 7th rounders, we have 6th rounders, and we have 1 second rounder. And I'm looking to turn that 2nd rounder around into the lower picks here. I want to get as many of those UDFA talents into the squad as I can. All right, 2nd round pick to the Texans. We get 2 picks, 3rd and 4th round pick. All right, so we are trading our 3rd round pick for a 6th, 5th, and another 5th round pick to the Bears. All right, finally our 4th round pick going to the Bengals. We are receiving a 7th round and a 5th round pick right there. The free agent class for this year. Taking a look at the top 100, we can see that Jason Kelce is in there. That actually is pretty tempting. Rob Gronkowski, the tight end, James Bradbury, corner, Odell Beckham Jr. I would actually like to bring him back, but that looks to be quite expensive. Jack Fox as a punter, that's immediately interesting. Jason Barrett, corner, Cole Beasley, AJ Bowie, Logan Ryan, Nelson Aguilar, Julio Jones, Tyler Bass, Melvin Ingram. All right, let's go through this by position. First off, we're going to be starting with the quarterback. We need a backup here. Colin Kaepernick, nope. Cam Newton, nope. Andy Dalton. Let's see if there's a young backup quarterback that we could be going for. Bailey Zappi is in here. He was drafted, I think he was drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers at age 24, 68 overall. Interestingly released a year later. Tyler Huntley. Brock Purdy. I think we could go with Brock Purdy. He's a 67 overall. He is not a scheme fit. Bailey Zappi is not a scheme fit either. Skylar Thompson, he would be a scheme fit. These are all, funnily enough, picks from the 2022 draft that have been released now. Olado Kuhn, Nick Foles, Kyle Trask, Jason. I actually don't need to go any further down. I think Skylar Thompson would be a good addition. He's quite expensive though. He is an improviser, thus scheme fit, but there's already a bid in. Brock Purdy, slightly more expensive. I don't think that we will have to go into a bidding war here. Let's go with Brock Purdy, 23 years old, actually not looking too bad. And I actually like those attributes. So let's give him an offer here. Gonna give him a 7-year offer with 2 mil and get rid of that signing bonus. I hate signing bonuses. And yeah, 47 total points. That's orange. I think he would be a good addition. Skylar Thompson would be a good addition as well, but not really up for the bidding war here with the Green Bay Packers. Let's just take a look at his ratings. He would be immediately better though. All right, let's see. Let's hand him 2 mil. Yeah. I just know that we're gonna have to get into a bidding war here. 3.5, that's about as high as I want to go. 84 total points, still behind the Packers. I bet that's down to that signing bonus. I really don't like those. I would love to formulate deals differently. All right, we're pretty high now. Yeesh. Let's put that down a little bit more. Don't need to go overboard. Okay. What do we do with Brock Purdy now? I actually don't feel like we need him. Let's withdraw that offer. Next up, halfback core, Rashad Penny. This time I'm going to put it correctly. He is a San Diego Aztec, of course. But I'm very happy with what we have. Mike Davis, Latavius Murray, Damian Williams, Devonta Freeman. Yeah, a lot of quality in here, but I don't really feel like I want to go for anybody here because I'm actually very happy with what I have. I might just be taking a look if there are any younger ones like Isaiah Spiller, Jeff Wilson Jr. I'm looking for some of those. Todd Gurley. Do want to bring him back just out of principle. This is just a guilty sin thing. I really like him. I think he was brilliant for the Rams. But looking at the scheme fits here, Snoop Connor, what a name, and Dedrick Mills. Snoop Connor. I mean, I have Kyron Williams, so I don't really need anybody here. It's just interesting to see some of those draftees being released so quickly again. Like Isaiah Spiller here, 22 years old, 98 ranked. I mean, he's really looking pretty nice. He's a 70 overall. Let's see if we can't lowball him into an offer here. I'm fully aware that I don't need him. Let's go with this. 38 points. Okay. Fullback. No, we need nobody here. Gonna stick with Brees Hall, of course. Looking at the wide receivers. Is there anybody in here that is tempting? That would be an instant improvement for our wide receiver core. Devin Funchess, Albert Wilson, Adam Humphries. Quite a few. I am super tempted by Odell Beckham Jr. Just because I really like him. In real life, Steven Sims, Noah Brown, Isaiah Ford, David Moore, Cam Sims, Brashad Perriman. Interesting. David Bell. One of the rookies, Deshaun Hamilton. Let's take a look at him here. 69 overall. He would be instantly better than a lot of the players I currently have. So let's go with him. But gonna be lowballing you. Sorry, David, but that's just the way it's gonna be. 36 overall. The aim is to go as low as possible here. Like Turner, Switzer. What? Taquan Thornton, $1 Robinson. Okay. Kendall Hinton. $1 Robinson actually is very interesting. Super young, 67 overall. He will be getting a low ball offer, that's for sure. Oops. But 38 total points. Same goes for Taquan Thornton. 99 speed, 97 acceleration. Jesus. Yeah. Gonna go with a few of these. 7-year contract offer. All right, tight ends. Tyler Higbee, Bryson Hopkins. Who do we have here? Jack Doyle, Cameron Braid, Blake Jarwin, Caden Smith, Dan Arnold, Chris Manhertz. All right, gonna be signing Jake Ferguson here. He's a tight end. He's a scheme fit, 68 overall. I can put him in the practice squad, so that is a positive. I'm gonna give him a 5-year deal. One of the rookies as well from the 2022 draft, and would be a great addition to the tight end room. Let's look at the left tackles. Don't really need anybody here. I'm pretty happy with what we have, but again, I have a feeling that a lot of the rookies from the drafts were dropped in here, so it's funny when that happens. And I don't really see any reason not to pick them. At left guard, we are actually pretty well set. But again, just taking a quick look here. Jamari Salyer, Lessiter Smith, Jamon Brown. Yeah. No, not gonna go for anybody here. At center, we need to do something. We need a backup or a starter. Ben Jones, not really an option. Jason Kelsey would be great for 1 year. Matt Paradis, Trey Hopkins, Nick Martin, Lamont Gaillard. I mean, we could bring in Lamont Gaillard and have an instant, not replacement, but a backup that's as good as our starter, which is pretty insane. Billy Price, Lucas Patrick, Zach Tom, Padel Flynn, Jonah Lapio, Evan Brown. I'm gonna pick up Zach Tom here. Strength, pass block power, finesse, and all of those will be heading into the green areas. He's actually very close right now to Brian Allen in regards to the overall. So I'm gonna slam that 7 years on him. Gonna put him to 1.5, but actually it's not as bad of a contract. 90 total points, And he would be a great addition actually to the team. So going with him definitely feels good. All right, nobody down here. Right guard. We've got Robert Hunt, we've got Logan Bruss, of course. David Castro, no. And then we are immediately into lower overalls. So not really looking for something with a lot of pressure here. But again, if we can pick up a rookie, a youngster, to slot in behind them, then that's fine with me. But doesn't look like it. So off we head to right tackle. This is a position where I actually do feel like we need to act quite quickly. We have Rob Havenstein there, that's okay, but he is going to decline very quickly, and I just wanna act here before things are too late. Okay, looking at the scheme fits here. These are then lower again. Who's that? Rashid Walker. I remember Darian Kinnard from the draft. He actually had quite okay-ish ratings overall. If you look at those, 69 is a bit misleading due to speed and agility, but everything else is looking quite nicely actually. We do have higher ranked Thayer Munford. There are offers in here already. And actually he's not as well rounded, so I will be going with Darian Kinnard, slapping that 7-year offer onto him as well. Let's go with a 5-year offer, don't want to go overboard. 950 should do the trick here. Again, I'm just looking to be somewhere in the positive region, above 0. And as far as Rob Havenstein goes, I'm really unsure of what to do here. I mean, I will keep him. I can always trade him, even if he's into the 70s. Was there somebody at left tackle that I could switch over? Not really. No. All right. We covered right tackle. Let's take a look at left edge. We've got a Sean Robinson, Michael Hecht here. We know that, of course. There are players with a higher overall are way older in comparison to Robinson, so not really looking for those. Yeah, I mean, if I do find a backup that I can put in front of Michael Hecht, well, actually, what about Kingsley Egbenari? Power moves, speed, finesse moves are terrible. Tackle is good, strength is good, pursuit is good, impact blocking might be injury prone. And he's a scheme fit. I mean, there's a bid in already by the Bucks, but we could go for a 3-year deal here. Let's see. 84 points, and we're above. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. If they pick that, then it's great. We've got a replacement for Hecht here. If not, then we can stick with what we have. D-tackle, great gains. I'm happy with him. Bobby Brown, happy with him as well. Limble Joseph, Doug Costin. Doug Costin would actually be a pretty good addition to the squad with that star dev. But I doubt that we would be getting him in. Don't want to spend too much. Tier Tart. It's actually weird that he's in here. But our backup is better already. PJ Hall, Mike Pannell, Navy Street. Yeah, just looking if there's maybe someone that we can add to the practice squad, but doesn't really look like it. Nope. All right, off we head to right edge. We've got Aaron Donald here and Marquise Copeland behind him. And here we have Deshaun Hand, who at 76 would actually be better than Copeland. He is a scheme fit. All right, let's keep him in mind. Jacob Martin, John Phillips, Cardinal Sip, Sheldon Richardson, Jabari Zuniga, Everson Griffin. Looking for the sweet spot here again. Looking for a player that's young, that has an overall that is not too far away from what we are looking for. To be honest, I would like to develop Copeland, but I think that I'm going to be putting him on the practice squad pretty quickly. Zachary Carter, Kyle Pitts. Yeah, no, I will be looking to sign Deshaun Hand. I do feel like he can be quite useful. 94 total points. I will try lowballing him, of course, as that's just what I do. 40 points, yeah, that should work. If we get him, that's fine. If not, that's okay with me as well. Left outside linebacker, I think we're set here. Justin Hollins will be developing in that number 1 position. If we do find someone in here that's interesting, we'll go for him, of course, but we're already down to the 60s, so no. Mid linebacker, Donta Hightower, 78, Jordan Hicks, Eric Wilson, yeah, same as Ernest Jones, who's 22 and a 75 overall. Just love the guy. Jalen Williams, Nicholas Morrow, Jamie Collins Sr., Sean Dion Hamilton, Kenny Young, Jarrett Davis, Alex Anzalone, Nick Bonito, and the Kobe Dean. Okay, that's interesting. Let's take a look at those. Nick Bonito. Speed, tackle, hit, power, acceleration, pursuit, play recognition, block shading, not as great. Strength, not as insanely high. What does Nakobe Dean bring to the table? Speed, pursuit, acceleration. Looks to be a bit better rounded. Strength is almost the same here. Nick Bonito has no offers. So, does the block shading bother us? The Kobe Dean seems to be a bit more, yeah, it's just well-rounded about there. When you look at the core attributes, tackle, block shedding, play recognition, awareness, strength, those are actually looking pretty good. Injury, stamina, toughness, agility are okay. The core attributes here that are lacking are block shedding and zone coverage. Agility is higher though. Injury, stamina, toughness are the same. Yeah. Let's go with Nick Bonito. There is nobody else with an offer in there for him, so we might get him on the cheap here. Trying to make the most of the salary cap. Oh, see a yellow, that's not bad. Alright, right outside linebacker, Ogbonia Okoronkwo. Initially, if I remember that correctly, he was drafted by the Rams and then let go. So would be a return for him, Andre Anthony, Nathan Jerry, Jeremiah Tatru. Yeah, but I do feel like we are set quite well here. Kevin Epps. Okay. 24.65. Anthony Hines is my starter. Okoronkwo wouldn't bring much more to the table. Let's leave that. Corners. James Bradbury, Jason Barrett, AJ Bowie, Nick Needham. I like him, but bidding war incoming. Not really feeling that. Tevin Young, Michael Davis, Justin Coleman, Mosley. 26. Some interesting players in here. The cornerback room is actually that well stacked that I'm not really in great need here. I'm just looking over these. If there's maybe, again, someone in here that I can pick up, just a slot into the practice squad. Jalen Mills, that's interesting. I love those hairstyles. Fantastic. DeAndre Baker, DJ Hayden, Conley, Gross, and Ford. Joshua Williams. I think that's the first rookie that we're coming across here. 25, 71. But we have better corners than that. Don't really need him. Malcolm Butler. All right. Free safety. The Taylor Rapp and Jess, of course. Richard Sherman with those mad eyes, even in here. Tedrick, Nasib Johnson. Now that's an interesting one. He could be a backup for Burgess. Clinton Dix. Let's see. What does he bring to the table? Quite high speed, pursuit, acceleration. He looks to be quite large, 6'2". Quite big, actually. Zone coverage, hit power, practice squad. Definitely one for the practice squad here. Going to be super lowballing him. But at 22 and 71, I really feel like it's actually not that bad of a deal. Strong safety, Jordan Fuller, Nick Scott, so that works for me. Nobody here that I really feel would be a big improvement over those that we already have in there. Josh Jones, Leonard Percy Butler. Yeah. Kicker, Tyler Bass, Rodrigo Blankenship. I'm going to stick with Matt Gay. I like him. He's doing okay. Could he be better? Yes, of course. Could he be worse? Yes, of course. So far, he's not really given me that much of an incentive to get rid of him. The punter, on the other hand, not really super convinced. 67. Jimmy Gillen, for instance, he's here. Madaresa. Punter. I'm gonna go with Madaresa here. I'm gonna try and get him in. There we go. Okay. 5-year deal, 62 points. That should work. Okay, we are done. Let's take a look at all the offers we are handing out. We are handing an offer to Deshaun Hand at right edge. We're handing an offer to Madaresa as a punter. Nazee Johnson for free safety. Nick Bonito, mid linebacker. Kingsley Enagbare, left edge, would slot straight in behind Deshaun Robinson right there. Isaiah Spiller, just really well-rounded halfback for the room. Zach Tom is a center, would be a really good addition. That's why I am giving him a decent offer. Tyquan Thornton for the wide receivers. Todd Gurley just for the heck of it. Darian Kinnard, 24 years old, right tackle. David Bell, also wide receiver. Wandale Robinson, also wide receiver. Jake Ferguson, tight end. And Skylar Thompson, a quarterback who I think would bring quite a lot to the table. Actually, he's not looking too bad. That overall is not really doing him any justice. So let's see how many of those go through. Okay, let's take a quick look. We can see that we have an accepted offer by Nick Bonito, I'm very happy about that, by Thompson, Aresa, Wandale Robinson, and Zach Tom have signed. Great news already. Let's take a quick look into the offers, if there's anything that we need to improve. All right, Deshaun Hand, all right, we're out. Nazee Johnson, not really sure here. Kingsley Enagbare would be good. Isaiah Spiller, we're still in the race. Tyquan Thornton, Todd Gurley, Darian Kinnard. All right, bid has come in here. He would be good. I'm not sure if we can do that much better in the draft. So let me improve the offer a little bit, but only a little bit. 66 total points. Yeah, no, I don't think that we're gonna start bidding here. David Bell still active, and Jake Ferguson, all right, also outbid by the Washington Commanders. I don't really need him, to be honest. We've got Bryson Hopkins. Would have been interesting for the back room. All right, so Nazeeh Johnson would be interesting to bring him in actually, but we've got Burgess, we've got Rapp. All right, no, we're out here. Kingsley Enagbare, don't really need him. We've got a Sean Robinson who's still a decent starter. We can look to the draft to sign a left edge here maybe. Would be interesting how far I would have to improve here, because I think I was definitely lowballing him a bit. And I do think he would be a pretty good backup. 107 total points. All right, let's see if we can't get him in. I would like to improve over Hucht here. That backup, 24 years old, instant improvement. Isaiah Spiller, all right. Tyquan Thornton, Todd Gurley for the heck of it. Darian Kinnard, right tackle. Let's see. Don't want to go too high here, but spread out over 5 years. Shouldn't be too bad. 87 total points. We are at least in the green here. A $4 million deal and $2 million signing bonus. 106 total points. All right, we've taken the lead. This is take it or leave it territory. David Bell, Jake Ferguson. Don't really need him as much, but I really like his speed. Catching awareness will go up quite quickly. Short route is good. Medium route will go up to 70 quickly. Acceleration is good. Catch in traffic, spectacular catch is good. Down here things are not too crazy. So I will go to 1.5. I will go to 1.2 mil. Yeah, no, not gonna take that. All right. Happy with those offers. Let's see what we can do here. 4 more offers accepted. We got Kinnard, very happy about that. Spiller, Enagbare, and Thornton are in as well. Let's take a look here. 5th year options. Wanted to Jonah Williams contract. Yes, let's take care of that, of course. Yes, I want to get him as a 5th year option. Okay. Okay, so the NFL draft has started. I have loaded in all of the 2023 prospects. So we do have a realistic draft board. I will be doing the first 10 picks. And then I will be simming to mine. Bryce Young, the quarterback from Alabama, is heading to the Minnesota Vikings, probably to replace Kirk Cousins there. Pick number 2, Will Anderson Jr., right outside linebacker out of Alabama, going to New York to the Giants, where he will be solidifying defense even more. CJ Stroud, quarterback, going to the Panthers. Obviously replacing Sam Darnold, and Matt Corral, who is also there. Let's see who will be QB1. Next up, BJ Ojolari, the left edge out of LSU to the Buffalo Bills. Pick number 6, Jackson Smith and Jigba, wide receiver out of Ohio State, going to the Patriots. Interesting choice right there. Brian Brissy, D-tackle out of Clemson, going to the Browns. Pick number 8, Kelly Ringo, cornerback out of Georgia, going to the Washington Commanders. Jalen Carter, D-tackle out of Georgia, going to the Eagles. And the final pick out of the top 10, Keishon Butte, wide receiver out of LSU, going to the Pittsburgh Steelers and connecting with Kenny Pickett right there. Okay, we will now be skipping ahead in the draft to the next user pick. There's quite a lot of picks in front of us. We are starting to pick in the 5th round now. And now time to make our selection. Let's see who we will go for. On the left-hand side, you can see that we are looking quite solid. On offense, right guard is a position that we could improve. Center, of course. But on defense, that's really where we need to improve. We do have quite a few C+ areas. We do have 2 that are C's only. So let's take a look at our draft board and move through these potential UDFA talents. Unless we want to take a look if there's anybody on here, sort of a best on board situation. Great acceleration, good agility, solid change of direction, great jumping, great speed, good strength. Let's pick up several smalls here. Could be good for us. Yeah, let's draft him. Several smalls. We're gonna take a deep dive look at all of those players later on, but doesn't look too bad. Quite good physical stats right there. Next move will be pick number 16. Center, we looked at Maurice Smith. Good elite, great, decent elite, solid. Yeah, I think it was him. I really liked him, and he's definitely a player that I do want to bring to the LA Rams. Very good for a UDFA pick right there. Okay, next user pick is pick 24 in the 5th round. So let's go ahead and make our selection right there. Xavier Hutchinson is still on the board. BJ Williamson, the strong safety. What does he look like? Let's just take a look here. Actually, not bad. And he's a strong safety, so we could take a look right there. Nehemiah Pritchett, we don't really need a corner. We have so many corners. I mean, that quarterback is still here. Let's take Bo Nix, just because we have no one else that I really need to pick up this high up the board. So we take Bo Nix. We now skip ahead to the 6th round, pick 13, and time to head into our favorites board. I do want to take a look at the defense now. We've got Chris Bogle here, elite acceleration, solid speed, solid strength. He's one option for the edge. Kate Hall, he's got great acceleration, great agility, good speed. So he's one of those edges that I'm looking at. Damon Clowney, solid, good, solid elite. I think we will be going with the other player. I think we'll go with Kate Hall, unless there is someone that's absolutely spectacular that we need to pick right now. I think it was him. It was the first in the 3-cone drill, the first in the 40-yard dash, just super quick. Think that it's important for an edge rusher to be quick, and seems to be just that. All right, next up we are now 24th pick in the 6th round. So a lot of players still on the board, and I will be looking again towards defense. Maybe we can get an interesting player in there. Corey Durden, great acceleration, good agility, good change of direction, good jumping, great speed, poor strength, but I think it's not that much of an issue if we have a quick player at D tackle. He will be a backup, of course, that much is sure. I'm just looking, maybe we can get a hidden depth trait somewhere along those UDFAs. So off to the next draft pick. We do have quite a few in the 7th round. Let's make our selection here. Pick 13 in the 7th round as we head towards the linebacking core. Kevin Swint was one of the options that we looked at. I really liked his speed and his acceleration and his strength as well. That was what really struck me right there. We also took a look at Jordan Banks, who has a great agility, a good change of direction, great speed, and elite strength. That immediately struck me. The bench press right there, first left outside linebacker and second in the shuttle, so he should be quite agile. Damian Sellers, also very good in the vertical jump and in the 20-yard shuttle. And finally, we looked at Bryson Eason, who he had elite strength. That was what struck me, and acceleration. But I think out of the left outside linebackers, who we really should improve, I would be going with Damian Sellers right there, unless we take Nick Herbig, who's a right outside linebacker, and switch him over. He was very good in the broad jump, very good in the vertical jump. He was okay in the shuttle, not that quick. Acceleration was good, but speed was just solid. So do we take Nick Herbig, or do we maybe go for, was it Jordan Banks? It was not Jordan Banks. It was Damian Sellers. Yeah. We'll be going with Damian Sellers here. Look at that, 90 acceleration, 81 speed, 81 strength. Great stuff here. Next pick is pick 24. So heading back into the board towards the end of the draft, but that's pretty much in line with what the Rams are doing usually. Corey Trice, free safety, great acceleration, good agility, good speed, and solid strength. Really like that. The 3-cone drill and the dash, he was just super quick. So first to look at him. And back here we got the strong safeties. Gonna pick one of those two positions now. Christian Morgan, not that great in the combine, a bit better in the college pro day. What about Jordan Morant? He's got good acceleration, good agility, good change of direction, great speed and solid strength. Actually looking quite good in those drills down there, and also the speed was good. Bench press. Yeah, we're going to be going with Jordan Morant. Very quick, strong safety right there. Next pick is 27. You can see we are coming along here with one pick after the other towards the end of the draft. And once again, very much in tone with what the Rams usually do here. Now we go with Corey Trice. We were looking at him before. Actually not bad here. Also quite quick, acceleration, agility, change of direction, jumping and speed are good. Not sure about his other attributes, of course, but yeah, you can't have everything. Our final pick now. Who will we go for in the 23 draft to finish this draft off? Is there anybody that is looking especially good? We have Tyler From. He's a Titan. We don't actually, I don't think we need that. Looking towards the left here, we could look to improve the tackle a bit more, right outside linebacker. We did pick players from there. What about Will Lampkin? Good acceleration, great agility, great change of direction, elite speed. Yeah, let's go for him. There we go, a left guard, our final pick in the draft out of Coastal Carolina. Now let us advance to the end of the draft. All right, time for the draft recap. We did pick quite a few players here. Looking at the overalls, of course, not all of them will instantly slot into the squad. We do have a few interesting picks, I would say. The 5th round pick was Savell Smalls, a rookie out of Washington. I was looking to get quick players who are strong as well. So I do see a lot of potential in this player. Of course, there are some attributes that are really bad in there, and he's for sure going to go into the practice squad. But there's a lot of potential there. Next up, Maurice Smith, a center, rookie out of Florida State. He's got good ratings actually already, 70 rated. I'm actually pleased with him. Good strength, run block finesse, impact blocking, awareness, lead block, run block power. And the secondary attributes also very good. He will immediately be slotting into the squad. Let's see where he will be slotting in. Bone X will be one for the practice squad, of course. Throw power is okay. Short accuracy and throw on run are okay as well. The rest needs to be improved. That's quite clear. Speed, acceleration, agility are great for a rookie, and everything else we need to develop. But again, there's potential right there. Tyler Batty, right edge out of BYU, 20 years old only, quite young. Again, great speed, acceleration, strength, and agility. That's what I was looking for. Secondary attributes, not bad either. Impact blocking, already quite high. Next up, center Gus Hart, with 21-year-old rookie out of Purdue. I really like the setup on the left hand with that sweatband and the glove, looking nice. The core attributes, I really think that these are good. Strength, run block power, lead block, pass block finesse, pass block power, run block finesse, and impact blocking are all in the 70s already. Awareness is not that great, but definitely a lot of potential. I'm pushing those into the 80s, and we'll have a solid center pretty quickly. Corey Durden, 23-year-old rookie out of NC State. He is a D tackle, prospect player. Nothing more to add to that, I think. He's got good attributes in there, but there still is quite a lot to develop. 21-year-old rookie out of UCLA, Damian Sellers, left outside linebacker. Again, secondary attributes looking a bit better, jumping, impact blocking, agility, toughness, that's all very positive. Some of these core attributes in the 70s already, so that's good as well. Speed, acceleration, strength are already in the 80s and 90s, but we knew that before. Jordan Morant, rookie out of Michigan, strong safety, speed, acceleration is what's really special right here. Helpful for a position like the strong safety. A lot of other attributes need to be developed for sure. Corey Trice, 23-year-old rookie out of Purdue. Yeah, free safety, speed, acceleration, pursuit are good. That's positive. And stamina, toughness, injury are quite okay. Injury actually might be a bit low with 84. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Colin Newell, another center that we picked up. Strength, pass block power, lead block, and awareness already above 70. That's very good. Run block and impact blocking will be there quite quickly. And secondary attributes are good as well, apart from speed. That's not too crazy high. And our final pick was Will Lampkin, 20-year-old rookie out of Coastal Carolina, left guard. And actually not that bad, looking at strength, impact blocking, awareness, run block finesse, pass block finesse, and lead block. And the secondary attributes good as well. So I do think that we did the best we could with all of these picks, similar to what the Rams do each year. All right, it's week 1 of preseason. I will be cutting the episode here. Offseason has officially ended. I hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed it. I did go into a bit more detail, especially on the free agency and on the draft as well. Hope you liked that. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you liked it, drop me a like and subscribe to the channel. That always helps me a lot. And yeah, as always, thank you for watching and see you next time.